I've wanted a tattoo for some time now. Obviously inspired by musicians like Dave Murray and Richie Faulkner, whose tattoos on their right arm areas bring to life the visual aspects of their guitar playing. Dave has a blue unicorn with a blonde mane, almost as blonde as Dave himself, although it's faded over nearly 40 years. Richie has a dragon on his upper right arm. You would assume his tattoos would involve falcon imagery, but it seems that he had his arm inked before Rob Halford began calling it that. Now, the problem with wanting a tattoo is that you can never be 100% sure what it should be. Hence the legendary meme of a man getting, "If you don't have a need for one, don't get it. Tattoos are for something important." Tattooed after asking his mum what he should get. What is important enough to be a tattoo? How the hell would I know? I'm an 18-year-old and I have no experience at all in the real world. The most important thing that's ever happened to me was probably getting pushed into this world. But I figured out recently that if and when I get the chance, and permission I suppose, to have a small tattoo, I want a hibiscus and a rose on my forearm. The placement is obviously influenced by the guitarists I mentioned earlier. The musician's urge to be a flashy idiot. I enjoy the idea of a forearm tattoo because while it's generally relatively visible in a t-shirt or rolled up sleeves, I can easily hide it in more formal settings with a sleeve. Can't do that with a facial tattoo, can you? The subject matter, meanwhile, is an interesting one. For a long time, it seems, roses have been a staple in floral tattoos. Roses are visually appealing while being fairly complex. They're also important symbols in Western culture. It stands to reason that they should almost be a go-to. But the hipster within me will never settle with anybody's go-to, hence the hibiscus. The direct inspiration behind the choice would be the years I spent overseas in the UK and Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur was always coloured by the bright red blossoms that seemed to spring up everywhere if you so much as looked away for a split second. Whenever I see a hibiscus in southern areas of Japan or in pictures, I feel like I can feel the sun on the back of my neck and smell the cheap satay stands. And it doesn't hurt that the hibiscus flower symbolises things like hope and passion. Although it seems like all flowers symbolise those things in Western culture. A hibiscus and a rose side by side will not only look festive and floral, but serve as a commemorative piece for those 6 years I spent around the world and what I gained during those special years. The individual memories may fade away from memory, but I'll have a physical reminder and I suppose what Japanese people call an omamori, a protective symbol to keep me company wherever I go.